check me out on Facebook as well. Moving away from that practice session, we'll get back into that. I was actually playing with a young man, a young amateur here as well. His name is Lemar, and we end up in this rock here where I made an error, left him a little bit tough, gave him only one shot, and look at the shot here. I was in the zone, I was in the vibe. Bang, beautiful. Grabbing that 8, bringing it out, and this is when, notice how I'm playing. I'm not really trying to practice, I'm just letting the stroke out, feeling the shot. I think I named this video Playing with Your Subconscious. Started to do some stuff on the table that was absolutely unnecessary, and dancing and having fun there. Now I end up also in another rack, and let's see here. I don't remember what I did. Okay, this is what I did here, guys. I was looking at the pot on the 3. I knew that I could get the 4, but I really missed out on the speed. Let's have a look. Past the 8, and I can stun out and come back out for the 4. That was a beautiful, beautiful execution. But I landed a little bit unfortunate here, and once again, using the trapezium kick system. I've mentioned that shot quite a bit, and you've seen some glorious shots where I've played more than once, more than at least 100 times. I've used this system to my advantage. You can see me moving my shaft here, so there's nothing crazy. I don't believe this is luck. Best believe I can tell you this is not luck. This is mathematics at its best. Beautiful shot there. Of course I landed on the 5 badly, but the aim was to escape, and also if I got lucky, then obviously it's 10 ball, so I had to have surprises there. Now here's a situation where I was playing a match, a 10 ball match with an amateur level player, and his name is Kimoni Dunn, aka Smurf, and he had an opportunity here to pocket the 4. He doesn't have a lot of experience, guys, so please bear that in mind. And of course, he's seen me in action. He's decided to play a safe here as opposed to going for the pot on the 5, because the table obviously is not runnable. Let's have a look at what I did. Here he just played a safety in this. Alright, so it is a good safety if you're playing with certain type of players, depending on the skill level. But having seen Shane Van Boening done some stuff, Fedor Gorst done some stuff on the table, I wasn't surprised that I actually made this shot. Let's have a look. In the World Pool Masters 2019 Championship. What an exceptional shot. I actually was hated for a couple of weeks after that shot. Kimoni actually, he was disgusted at how I executed that shot, because he felt like he had the chance there. I love doing that spin shot there, coming 3 cushions. I didn't do it so well that time, but it was well done there. Beautiful. Back to the practice table again. Broke off in this rock, landed on the 1 here. Tricky pot, thin cut on the 1. I'm not sure why I didn't go for the 1, the cut on the 1, because it would have been somewhat of automatic position on the 2. But at this time I was really experimenting. Now I went for the bank, almost got it. Notice where the cue ball is. Was still playing position for the 2, and this is what a lot of pool players don't like when it comes to 9 and 10 ball. Getting unfortunate. Now, like I said, I have built myself and I've built my game where when I'm in positions like this, it does not scare me. I literally have so many systems that I can use to escape. And notice that I'm not just trying to kick at the 1, because a lot of players would just go 1 rail and try to kick, or just kick wildly. Notice that I'm trying to kick with intent. So I'm kicking 2, 3 rails and to kick behind the 1. Let's have a look at how this execution was done. To you, or it's going to happen for you. This is what the pros call the roll.
they get a good roll. This was a good roll for me here, and now I am left with trying to play a 2-rail kick to try to play safe. Now I'm not sure what my intent was here.
No, I got a little bit fortunate there. I really got fortunate on that kick because I was aiming to kick behind the one, but I actually kicked and I resaved my ghost.
Didn't have an opening shot on the two.
Now let me see if I can remember the situation here. Okay, this is the fluke situation. Tough pot here on the 2. Getting back on the 4 is kind of what led to me missing the shot, and I'm one of those type of players that will take accountability if they miss a shot. If I miss a shot because I stroke it badly, I will most likely tell you, but it was the position on the 4 that was really hindering me from really potting the ball. Had it just been to pot the 2, easy shot. But you can see I'm digging down into the cue ball here to get the draw.
Now you notice here where I missed the shot so bad that it actually went a couple of reels and carried.
And like Efren would say, and I just got lucky. It's all a part of the game, guys. All fun and games. And once again, this was probably one of the luckiest rack that I've ever been involved in when I'm in practice. Everything that I was doing was just working out. Fluke shot, and now another fluke bank shot here.
Down towards the short reel here.
For those of you guys who don't understand that safety, I was actually trying to bank the 4 to go onto the short reel. You can see a scratch on the head there, just a scratch on the head, crazy. And I actually run that rack here. Well, I actually landed on this position on that shot. Now look at this multi-rail position here, crazy shot. Bang, going around, speeding, look at that, falling out of line. And these things are gonna happen when you go after shots that you don't know the natural part of the cue ball. But when you have skill set like what I have developed over the years, whether in practice or in a real match, I will do this. Bang, beautiful shot there. Nice bank to run that rack out. Lucky rack, but a rack that's worth watching. Like I said, guys, all the links to those racks are pinned in the description box below, or you can comment and DM me with the timestamp of that particular rack. I will find it and pin it in your reply. Now look at this shot. Beautiful shot there. I have to admit, that was coincidental. That was lucky. I landed on that 6, luckily. I feel like it was a good shot to add to the highlight reel. This also was another tricky shot as well. On the rail, these are my worst shots. These shots are so unpredictable. Let's have a look. I feel like it needed to be a part of the highlight reel.
Play an important role, then you'll be able to execute the shots with certain
nicely delivered. As you're gonna be. Look at that turn. Did you just see that cue ball turned a little bit? And then I went on to knock the balls around a little bit and got a little bit safe here. Now this particular shot, something that I've seen the pros do, and I never understand why they did it, and I never understand how. But what if you notice here that I've picked a safe zone for the 4, so my mind is concentrating on protecting the object ball. I'm not so worried about the cue ball. I wanted to actually get behind the 10 to use the 6 and the 10 as a blocker. Now I left the shot open, but I didn't leave an offensive shot. Now at this time, I had found a video that I was learning something about half ball safety, and I executed it with precision. Let's have a look.
Gonna have to construct some safety here.
Wow.
And this is one of the most
defensive play can be so beautiful in the game of pocket billiards.
To tell you here that
I've labeled myself here in Jamaica as the most complete pool player. Kicking, banking, jumping, position play, pattern play. We're a little bit more than halfway through the video, and you've seen everything already. I consider myself to be the most complete pool player in my country. I've developed myself to be able to do everything in the game. And even situations like this where a lot of players will find themselves on the wrong side of the rock. Of course. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shot there. Beautiful escape. Of course I sold out the rock. But that's not the point. I was in a tough position and I was able to precisely calculate and get myself out. Now this shot here is another useful shot where you use some check side spin. So half cutting the 3, check side spin. Notice how the cue ball slow down off the first rail and get that 3 ball to be on the short rail. This was a good shot. Good contained shot. It's like massive swerve shot. But then again, as you will see, that the pros don't play. And this is very similar to that shot that Shane had given me earlier in the year. And when a lot of the times, guys, my mind tends to wander off situations that were unsuccessful. And you'll notice here that I'm going for the kick, but then I stand up, then I call my shot. Because sometimes you'll kick at these balls and they will go into the pocket. So you want to call your shots all the time. Good kick there, flush kick. Almost sold out until the last couple inches there. The ball was not being able to make. Fancy stuff. Alright, so once again, like I said, when I'm in practice, I kind of free stroke. You know, I let my arms out. This is how I'm able to really, you know, simulate what it feels like. I don't like to be tied down. Bang. What a shot. Nice shot there. It's not nice to play a bang shot on the last rock, because if you miss, your opponent will get out. Now this was an interesting rock as well. I played the 1. Let's have a look here. Now I played the 1 off the 2 with the intention to break out the 4 and still get position on the 2. I was doing a lot. I was doing a lot in that rock. But now I've snookered myself on the 2. Now once again, as I said, guys, I've released a lot of lessons on kicking. And this was another great kick shot. Now I was aiming to kick at the side. But look at the extra bonus that I got after this kick. It pays to be precise. Nudge from the 4 to put me behind the 5 ball here. Now I am forced to having to make a kick. Now notice here where I'm measuring up this kick, and this is a video that I recently did. There is the perfect one-way kicking system using numerical values. If you guys would love to check that video out, that video got a little bit over 1,000 views, so hopefully you guys can run it up. I was kicking for the side, but I kicked it full, and look at what I did there. Beautiful, beautiful containing shot. Call the one bank into the side. Now you'll hear in the background commentary that I wasn't actually going for the bank. I was going for the safe. Well, I was going for the bank, but I was also thinking that it was going to miss. And look at that, leaving myself hooked. If I had missed that shot, that would have been a perfect safety. Again, seeing the kicking skills coming out here. This is the trapezium 7th pocket kicking system that I learned 7 years ago or 8 years ago. Well, it was more than 10 years ago that I learned the system from Dr. Q. He released a video some years ago in the APA about the 7th pocket kicking system. Incredible. Works every time. Take a little bit extra practice and extra time and extra knowledge. So once again, for me, always going to be going after the one about getting out of safeties. As it relates to how lucky you get, all depends. Now guys, if you'd like to check out all my social media platforms here, I'm walking you through my page. And on my page here, you'll see Apex Predator Billiards. When I designed the channel, I designed it and I said to myself that I wanted to invite old and new players, and the aim here is to build my game. My motto is precision, accuracy, consistency, and control. You'll find all the links to my other YouTube channels. I'm a math teacher by profession. I also record videos of other players, matches across the island. You will find the link to all my social media platforms on the main page. So definitely, guys, check that out. You can find all that you need there. All right, there is so much activities going on in pool. I'm not dedicated full time to pool because I have a job, so a lot of the times I'm unable to post shots that really and true. Sorry, pardon me. Do a lot of matches because my job is very demanding outside of pool. Let's jump into this rack here. This particular shot is also another shot that seems to have been a problem in my game. It's a back cut shot where a lot of the times I tend to overcut the shot, but this one was executed precisely. Have a look at the shot and the position.
Back cut. Oftentimes I miss these shots by
and smooth
overcut
and landing perfectly there on the 5. Was it intentional? Absolutely not. To land that perfect was not intentional, but it was well executed there. And of course, once again, always that little extra roll, and you can see that my table is rolling off a little bit. It's drifting. Notice that there was a little bit of a turn, and that's what's causing me to have land in this position. I would have landed much more perfect on the 7 here because I wasn't obviously paying for a bank, but I wasn't gonna ease up. I've done so well that back cut there on the 4. I had to run this rack out. I just had to.
their ability. For example, here I'm using a one rail bank system with a rolling cue ball.
Beautiful.
Check that video out. A link.
Beautiful shot there. Really nice. And there was no intentions to play safe. There was a all-out bank. Now this particular rack here is coming from my Think Like a Pro, Train Like a Pro series. Let's have a look at this break shot. This is an absolutely beautiful break shot here.
With the break shot here,
look at that.
Over the past couple of weeks,
absolutely beautiful, spot on, absolutely spot on. Now I'm going to allow you to listen to the commentary at the time where I was actually executing the shot. I broke off. The 1 ball is tucked up behind the 5 ball, I believe, and rather than playing a push out, I wanted to test myself to see where my knowledge really was at. I was in top shape at this time in the year, guys. And let's have a look. You see what I'm doing there? I'm using the 2 rail reverse +2 system to kick soft and to hold the 1 in that area. Let's take a look at the commentary.
2 kicking system where you kick from the side rail to the short rail and back to the side rail here. Now
you'll notice here that everything is in alignment. Head is down, shaft is level, grip is loose, arm is at 90 degrees, aiming towards a specific number. I know that you guys may not be big fan of math, but mathematics in pool simply makes the game easier. Let's take a look.
On the table, and I've just put up a freeze frame here for you. What is happening here is that I'm aiming towards about 35 on the long rail right here.
So I'm aiming towards 35, aiming from 58. Subtract those 2 numbers, get 23.
So I'm aiming toward 23 on the side rail with running left spin here.
Beautiful touch there. Look at that.
The beautiful contact.
I had to pat myself on the table. I had to pat myself there. That was a beautiful kick shot. I could have gone for a push out. I chose not to. I chose to test myself because I'm simulating the pressure of the game.
They're so much in the offensive mode.
This is something that I've seen. The first time that I've seen this shot played was by a Jamaican pro. I actually saw a professional did it, but then for the first time I saw a Jamaican pro did it. Thumbs up to you, Jordan Holman. I think to dial down on. I'm gonna do a video on this as well, how to control when you have like a pocket hanger or a ball near the pocket, how the cue ball reacts. Now the situation that has presented itself here, obviously I've landed a little bit tricky. I was very fortunate that I landed in between the window of the 9 and the 5, but I learned a system just a few weeks ago for how to make these rail cut shots. This was a beautifully executed shot here by Apex Lennium. It's a YouTube channel that teaches you some unique ways to make pots like these here. Now I actually learned how to measure and aim these rail cut shots from a YouTube content creator by the name of J Billiards. Magical system. Wow, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shot. Notice how the object ball just hugged the rail. Nice clean delivery. Boom. The system worked like magic and I was able to finish the rack in style. Check out my Think Like a Pro, Train Like a Pro series. Now what's coming up here is where I introduced the Shane Van Boening shaft aiming system. So this was also a highlight of the year as well. This will be in my Lessons of the Year series videos that I'm going to be releasing sometime in February. Let's take a look at what was going on horribly in that particular. And maybe you just want to do something like this instead, where you want to cut that ball cleanly down the rail no matter how tough it is. Or it could be this particular position here where you are potting the shot and you catch the rail early again, setting out the complete shot. But instead you want to be able to make shots like this here, cleanly down the rail. Or it could be a case where these are shots that I would usually go for when I'm in a game. I would usually go for a bank or a safe, but I've developed so much confidence in this system. I have quite a few videos. I have at least about 10 videos, but this is the recent upload of that Shane Van Boening shaft aiming system. Powerful, powerful aiming system for tough shots like what you're seeing. Into the other side, hopefully I can get a lot better consistency and result here. That was cleanly pot down the rail. Beautiful, beautiful shot there. Take a look at the rail here, guys. So clean, so pure. Shaft aiming system, fractional ball aiming. Check out the full tutorial. If you guys would love to get to subscribe on this, because I have some of the most fantastic aiming systems. And when I tell you that these are jacked up, pressured shots, when I get these, not saying that I'm gonna make them all the time, but I've increased my percentage of making these shots. See how that one wobbled in? Have a look at the replay here. That one wobbled its feet, wiped its feet going in. And on a tighter pocket table, you will find that this can be very, very detrimental. Now I'm at a much steeper angle here, 60 degrees to be precise here. Tough part. Missing it there. Remember guys to subscribe. That it really has been giving me some consistent result here, like clinical. Absolutely clinical and clean. Look at the delivery of the cue. Watch the head movement. No body movement. Nice clean cut. Shane Van Boening is a genius. You can check out the pro kicking secrets. This was also another highlight video or a highlight lesson throughout the year. When I made this video, it took me months before I released it. And when I finally did, I ensured that I put a lot of effort and time into the editing process. It picked up some interesting views as well. It deserved a lot more. So hopefully, after seeing the replay of this lesson, you guys for the long rail. And as you can see, I'm moving my cue ball down the rail. I'm increasing the cue ball's value by increments of 10. Now, a lot of you guys may ask, where have I learned these systems from? Do I actually use these systems during my games? I have so many videos here on YouTube that will demonstrate to you that I've done this time and time and time again. So many times I've done this on the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, you need to check out my shorts feed.
Right there,
Crazy.
and that's the middle diamond, that's 3.
And there are also some crazy stuff on TikTok as well, so you guys can check that out as well. Let's stay tuned.
5, and in between the first diamond and the pocket is 4.5. Example where I'm kicking at a ball that is blocked and the ball is on the spot, the head spot. So I'm using the addition system.
This was also a really nice video as well. When I made this shot for the first time and I understood how to make this one rail kick spot shot, it literally added another 5% of confidence to my kick game, because I now know precisely how to make this kick. This was a beautiful video, this lesson particularly. Look at that. Wow, beautiful. Lots of kicking videos, guys. The playlist link is pinned in the description. Let's have a look at these executions here. Corner pocket to corner pocket. Nicely done there. Came off a little bit early. And here's also one of my videos from my TikTok where I use that very same system. This is 65 halves. A little bit exaggerated there. This is when I'm in my vibe, guys. This is when I'm having fun with my friends. This that you're seeing here on screen is when I'm teaching or
and
being
most
a
times if you're playing good on a good day, you're going to...
Now I'm actually kicking from the corner to the first diamond. Nice contact here.
Definitely, guys, it's worth putting some practice on. Now I know that
once again kicking from the corner,
a lot of side spin, or you're using an ounce of, or just a here.
Nice contact again there. And like I said, guys, you can watch the full video. You'll realize that I don't really miss. Every time that I go down, every time I do my calculation, I will make contact at least once out of 2 times. And a lot of these kick shots are pretty easy for persons who have been playing pool for a long time. But what I was teaching you guys in this lesson was when there are obstacle balls in the way, the mathematics really does help out to be a bit more precise.
It's very accurate. Judgment. I'm kicking towards diamond 2 from the corner pocket, which is diamond.
This was a really good lesson.
If I aim just a hair below the middle of the second diamond and the first diamond, you will find that you hit the object.
Nice contact there, beautiful. Now there are going to be situations where when you end up with these shots on a good day, a day that you are quote unquote lucky, a day when you're feeling really good, you can make these shots. So here are some demonstrations of me making the shots. Bang! What a shot. Beautiful. Now this is a complicated calculation, but like I said, I actually missed this shot about 2 times, once, maybe twice, before I actually made contact, because I wasn't able to calculate. Was it this one that I wasn't able to calculate the decimal in my mind? No, it wasn't this one. This one was easier. I almost made that one. This was the one. 5.5 multiplied by 4.5. I don't think I'm able to do that in my mind. So I had missed it twice, and then I made an adjustment, then I was able to, right, there was it. I made the calculation, it was incorrect, and I missed. And that can happen in the game. This is why I emphasize and I really encourage pool players to really develop a kicking system. Because when you get close like that, it doesn't end well. You want to be able to do stuff like that. Beautiful shot there. Again, taglined most complete pool player in Jamaica. I have all the knowledge in all aspects of the game: kicking, banking, jumping, position play, pattern play. This is who I've designed myself to be. And you can find all the videos in this series pinned in the description of this video and in the comments. Subscribe, like, share, leave your thoughts and comments down below, guys. Now we're going to continue with the lesson where sometimes you're going to be kicking off the end rail instead. And of course you can get lucky. Bang. Wow. That was a sweet shot. Sweet shot, guys. Look at that. Perfect calculation. Perfect speed. Perfect spin. Now again, this particular training session here, I was really working on my form. I was working on how to address the shot, how to pace myself around the table, developing an ability to control the clock, and delivering my fundamentals with precision. Look at that. Solid. It wasn't so much about the highlights of the shot, but it was just more about how I was delivering. I was so steady, I was so smooth, I was planning, I was visualizing. This particular series was a beautiful series.
Now here I actually was watching a tutorial from a to notice how I execute the safety here. The objective here is to get behind.
Again, always having that defensive skill.
Fortunate here I tried to hit the 3 ball.
Actually made an error there. I got lucky, but I also used some skill because I was playing a 2-part safety, an object ball safety and a cue ball safety. I didn't hide the object, but I hide the cue ball. At this time, my jumping skill was not, my jumping skill was there. It's in the latter half of the year where I was jumping balls that weren't,
that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to cut it into the side, but notice that I hop here.
Not bad. Good jump. And again, of course, like I said, just like players get lucky,
leave a link pinned in the description box below, but I wasn't able to successfully.
Now, as much as how I consider myself to be a pro player with the pro knowledge that I have, I don't miss
rush
anything.
Well. And notice how my stroke is smooth. I'm taking ball at a time, a rock at a time.
And like I said, guys, in this particular rack here, in this particular training session, this was in the summer period about 4 or 5 months ago. So I was really working on my form, just being steady, being clean, being pure with my delivery and my intentions.
Players here that are really good, they play.
I remember this rock like it was yesterday. Look at this smooth delivery, smooth application of the spin. Look at the spin, taking off the short rail, checking, coming down a straight line.
Remain trustful.
Nice and smooth.
Trust your pre.
And like I said, a lot of you guys can do these shots. This is not something exceptional, but for me, I've come a far way in terms of developing my game. Look at that. Beautiful.
Just using a hair of left spin here and using the whole pocket.
So steady, so clean, so pure, so smooth.